Okay, hello. Testing the mic. Check 1, 2, 3. My name is Gameology 101 / Ghost Taser 7. I have a lot of different names, but that's the one that I'm using. Ghost Taser 7. Okay, so we're going into the match. We are playing Tryndamere here.
They will fight, and they will die. For how else is a champion to be born?
Here.
Welcome
Go ahead
to
and show you
Wild
the build, our starts. Go ahead and overview all the people and champions playing if you missed it. So that's pretty important to know the composition. Okay, that's looking good. Go ahead and close that. Okay, we're sitting here waiting at the turret to see what happens, looking for forward bush vision in a non-obvious spot. You should be careful about where you want to place that because they will try to get counter vision on the solar flare lens in the jungle. Sitting behind minions to see if he wants to play in minions, which would be a complete punishment. You do not want to sit in the enemy minions. You will take too much damage. You will be in big trouble. You will lose the trade. You want macro perfection. The only way to achieve that is playing with competency. Competency wins the game.
Countless hours of planning and preparation have brought you here.
Okay, we're waiting to see what he does here. Kind of testing the waters, baiting him in a little bit. Go full aggro on him for a second. See what he does. He's like, I do not like that. Like, okay, I understand. So we will concede the micro. Walk away. Get your heal. You do not want to miss those heals. That is your sustain mixed with your Q. So based on your Fury bar, the red bar, you will have more heals. Okay, so we stay topped off right here. Waiting to see what he does. He plays perfectly there with the untargetable. He walks away because he used all his skills. He does not want to play with me. So we get these last hits here. Make sure you manage your creep score. Gold per minute is something that is do or die. If you do not keep on your gold, you will lose the game. Let's go ahead and show what we buy.
Enemy.
I say either. You say either. Either.
Enemy slain.
Early back here. We're not going to greet our stay in the lane to then die. We do not want to feed the opponent. We got our attack speed boots here. Head back to lane. He did push me under tower with the minions. Pantheon's playing pretty competent. He is trying to deny me gold. Try really hard to get these last hits. That was perfect timing there. Try to get our Fury bar up so we get more critical hits. Nice damage there on the 138 as you can see. Spin in a circle and be ready to get that last hit. Pushing forward a little bit, but we don't want to push up too far. That would look like bullying. The jungler might want to come over here and put me in my place, so we need to be aware of that. Be careful about how far you extend, as overextension is punishable. We got some good trade value there. With our Q sustain, we are out sustaining him, which gives us some micro control. We need to try to turn this wave. So we have wave control. Having a bigger wave means he will lose the trade if he tries to fight. Using your minions is another weapon, a form of aggression against your opponent. Wave control is do or die. Gold lead is do or die. Those are things you need to be perfect at before playing ranked games. Or near perfect. Now, obviously a mistake will happen, that's fine and dandy. Go ahead and land our spinning slash. Our E to gap close, use our full combo, get that debuff on the attack reduction of 40% attack reduced, and the movement slow of 25%. That is your combo.
Enemy slain.
You can kind of play around with that as you please.
Enemy slain.
But that gives you gap close, and then they have to think really fast. Reflexes also do or die here. Do not want to play slow, otherwise it's easy for them to counter you. So we get this counter vision over here. I mean counter vision loosely, I'm just trying to counter them by getting vision ahead of them. I'm not counter visioning as in terms of taking their vision away from them. So be careful about how I say things, as it's not always accurate to typical terminology.
Killing spree.
We see something happening there, so we spinning slash the gap close in, use our debuff on our W, secure him staying there, winning that fight. It is similar to an exhaust, so it is very powerful.
Rampage.
Bit off a little bit more than we could chew there because Pantheon is playing pretty perfect, but we're just trying to whittle him down so we can solidify a kill later against him. Did not have my Q there as we used it prematurely just to see if he was going to play off me using the Q too soon. That is definitely punishable, but I'm trying to see what he's willing to punish and what he's not. Just trying to behaviorally analyze his choices, profiling his decisions and character to form a way to telegraph in order to win. So watch the Tracer movie. That'll tell you about tracing, determining the plateau. It will help you a lot with telepathy, deduction, understanding counterplay.
Unstoppable.
So I use the same spinning slash combo here. He untargetables perfectly to deny me any gold
Enemy
or
slain.
trade value. And go back here. Want to stay up on the gold. We get the Blade of the Ruined King, Bork for short, sitting at 4,000 gold to 44. So he's winning in terms of gold lead by 300. He also gets a little bit of turret damage for backing. But now I have the power spike in the build.
Bottom turret is under attack.
Get these last hits as much as possible. Spinning slash again. Try to keep him on his toes by using full aggro to our advantage. I got him whittled down quite a bit there. Pop that Undying Rage ultimate.
Slain an enemy.
Stick with him on the gap close even as he flashes away.
Your team
And use
has
our
slain
flash
the
to keep up
dragon.
with them to secure the kill. Very nasty stuff.
Ally
Tryndamere
slain.
ultimate under tower will solidify kills. Now be careful about how much aggro you're using because those are all things that he's going to
Godlike.
analyze.
Middle
These
turret
extremely
is under
competent
attack.
players at top MMR ELO are going to adapt to the things you do. You cannot assume that they will not adapt. These are very smart individuals. They're adapting all game. These are evolving conditions. If you disrespect the opponent, you will be disrespected. You're going to die. I see his ult coming in. We just leave, concede the play. I do not want to sit on his ult, and he just stuns me, uses untargetable, messes me up. I see the Caitlyn here, with the priority on the Wukong. We solidify the Cersei first, and then all together it will take out the next target because Aatrox is pretty tanky, so you will probably need
You
help.
have slain an
Tryndamere
enemy.
can obviously solo people. He is a duelist, so you can play that as it is, but when there's a tankier
Your
opponent,
team has slain the Rift Herald.
you want to work together to try to kill them. So that was a good play there. He zoned out the Akshan with my W, so he could not try to steal the Rift Guardian. Pretty important objective, so you do not want to try to throw that. You just want to push them away,
turret
try to take the
destroyed.
objective for your team. At the end of the day, we need to work in a cohesive phalanx unit like Sparta. Watch the movie 300.
I'm invincible!
Looking bad! How do we win this?
We attack together!
Shields raised, spears out. Help one another. Okay, we're just cleaning up these minions so he doesn't get an early T1. That is gold for the whole enemy team. So you do not want to throw turrets willy-nilly. Your objectives are really important. Start losing objectives, they're going to start pushing forward, they're going to get map pressure over you. You'll be in a tough spot. It doesn't mean you're going to lose, but it is not looking in your favor. I noticed that the Aatrox is coming in, so I don't greed my stay. Key usage
Enemy
of
slain.
putting the ward in that forward bush
Double kill.
in the river, so
Enemy
I can
slain.
keep my guard up, keep my head on a swivel, be aware that they are going to try to play against me. I see things breaking out at the top, but I'm just trying to push
Enemy
first.
turret destroyed.
Secure my wave under their turret to deny them gold. They were trying to take my turret, so I'm going to counter that by trying to take his turret. That also relieves pressure on the team. As you can see, Aatrox is trying to do something about that. It's pretty obvious that Aatrox is going to try.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
He's going to try to do something about it. He normally uses his Q to slam his 3-hit combo. Pretty overpowered stuff. He tries to play a mind game with the recall there perfectly. I do not fall for it though, as we have experience in ranked games, in 5v5 especially here. I see something's happening with the Ashe here, so I go in, take a couple of turret shots, but I secure her not dying, and I help her to secure her kill or my kill. Doesn't really matter who gets it. What matters is that she didn't die, and Aatrox didn't win. So we're denying them the gold. We're winning the trades. Full micro match.
Shut down.
Something happens here and Vex died, but she had a good drop there, so I try to do something about it. Lux lands the perfect stun there. I used the Quicksilver a little too early because I didn't get a read off of the Lux because we weren't playing with her all game. So that's going to happen. Just be wary of the ones you didn't have a chance to analyze. I've been analyzing the Aatrox quite a bit and the Pantheon, as that's where the conditions of the game happen to be this instance of play, this particular match. I see Caitlyn here, again another priority. Squishies are the biggest priority. You'll get easier wins by focusing the squishy first, and then you can turn around on the bigger targets, the tankier fighters. I see a fight breaking out over the dragon. I'm just trying to push them away.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Try to go in there. They have perfect control CC against me, so I don't want to overstay. Just want to push them away from the dragon. Ashe goes in there
Your
to
team
solidify
has
the
slain
push,
the
and we
dragon.
did nab the dragon. Unfortunately, I think we spent too many resources
Shut down.
to get the dragon, and then Ashe ended up dying. But she died for the purpose of us getting the dragon, so a 1 death to secure an objective is not the end of the world.
Enemy slain.
They try to make it right. Wukong goes in there, tries to clean up
Legendary.
any remaining fighters on the enemy team. I go back to lane, I'm not throwing my gold. Going back to pushing, getting this CS, the creep score. Trying to keep up on the gold. Trying not to miss. But I'm also paying attention to the map. So misses are going to happen. Awareness is key. If you don't understand what the team is doing and you're caught unaware, you will get clapped. You're going to be destroyed. They will bring everything, and they're going to mess you up, for lack of better words. So we're just holding with the wave. We have a hull breaker, if you can see the passive shadow around the minions. So that was my second buy after the Bork. First buy being the boots, second buy being the Bork, Quicksilver after that, and a hull breaker. My typical Tryndamere. Trying to stay full up on that Fury. Red bar beneath, as I said before, just to solidify that for the newer players who are trying to come here to learn the Tryndamere. Stay with that wave because Hullbreaker is dependent upon me being next to them or around them. Try to let them come at the Ashe. Spinning there, not necessarily being passive, waiting for them to attack her or dive her. They did not want to because they probably knew that I was going to come in there, go apeshit crazy, and fuck up their shit, so... Aatrox is here caught away from the team and I notice it, so I go full aggro here. Typical combo, spinning slashing with the E. Get the mocking shot on the W with the chicken audio and visual verification. Try to counter jungle by stealing his buff. That'll really set the jungle behind. Aatrox will be in trouble not having his buffs. That solidifies us winning the game. That's already leaning in our favor. As you can tell, it's a 9k gold lead.
Ally
We're currently
slain.
sitting at diamond tier, but we are playing with top 200 servers players. So the elo and MMR is extremely high. Probably has to do with the fact that I am a creative genius gamer. So the fairest thing they can do is put me with the top level players. So be aware of that. This is definitely not low ranked play, despite how easy it looks. The reality is I play so perfectly and my teammates are playing so perfectly, again extremely competent, that it's making it look like it could be low ranked play. It is definitely not. You will see that later in next videos as I show the top 200 server players.
Double kill. Rampage.
See things going down, we try to help. I want to focus this Lux because she's had great reveal game. She's been covering her team
Shut down.
perfectly. I don't want to biff the play as she does a perfect Zonia. She outplayed that really hard, so I concede and respect to her play. If you disrespect her plays or any of the enemy
You have to believe in yourself.
opponents, they will punish you. At the end of the day, this is a punishment reward game. So you want to try to punish them and mitigate them punishing you. Just go up here, split push, try to get the top pressure wave against them. Go ahead and back, try to get some of this gold. If you are sitting on too much gold, you literally are losing power over your opponents. They will have solidified their gold as they backed, and then you'll be sitting on gold and be down a tier 3's worth of damage and value in your kit, in your build. Get some vision here. I was thinking, should I do the side bush? I'm like, no, I want to make sure to get counter vision over the Baron, see if they have any vision there and take it away from them. I see they're playing for the dragon here, so I'm slowly moving over without necessarily making it obvious because they can't see me until I kill their minions.
Your team has stolen
Wukong
the
stole it
dragon.
easily. I see Akshan going, so I try to get him, but he had the condition and timing to get away. So perfect escape there on the auction. He probably knew someone was coming. I didn't see a vision, as you can see in replay, but he was very aware that someone could have done something. So again, extremely confident on the auction. I see Aatrox taking his gold, so I come in and try to steal it, and more counter jungle play. I want to take his gold, make sure he doesn't get any, and that way the strategy is to take their gold away and take it for yourself. Counter jungle for short. Really easy stuff, but I'm not sure what level any of the players watching my videos are at. So there's going to be some basics, there's going to be
Enemy
some
turret
advanced
destroyed.
analytics. We're going to try to include
Follow my lead, okay?
include as much as possible. See a fight breaking out here. They got the priority target, so you just come in and try to stop that.
Enemy
See the Lux here
slain.
again. She perfect zonias again.
down.
Has the habit of being perfect.
Double
Use my
kill.
Quicksilver to deny her
Rampage.
from getting
Double kill.
the stun. She
Enemy
might have saw the
slain.
Quicksilver and decided not to
Ace.
act. Or maybe I played that incorrectly. But I think she was on cooldown.
Enemy turret destroyed.
So I'm not sure. They're not showing the skills or the cooldown, so it's hard to determine whether that was good or not. But either way, it did work out. Otherwise, that could have been really bad if you landed a stun there at that low of health.
Enemy
Having
turret
used my
destroyed.
ultimate, the R, it could have went very differently in a different instance. That was enough to
Checkmate.
finish the game with an ace. So GG's, that was a good play. It was very authentic of what ranked high MMR looks like. So good victory for us. Great effort on the enemy teams. Here are the endgame builds. Again, we went into Bork Hullbreaker, and then we were working towards the Lightning Shiv thing. That's Lucy said. I don't know, I think it's Magnetic Blaster is what it's actually called. But it was like Lightning Shiv back in the day. Anyways, Wukong pulls through with an MVP with a 10-1-5, a 15-1 KDA. The Seraphine here with a 12-0 KDA. Very beautiful stuff. Me with the 14-0. Again, flawless perfection. We had the lead. We kept it. They weren't inting very much. They weren't biffing the plays. We were just playing flawlessly, like Mortal Kombat. Great KDAs. Then meantime, and it just did not work out. So let's take a look at the stats here in terms of end game. I want to pay attention to the kill percentage rating on that green flag. Looks like we were participating at least a third of the time to higher, so that's what we're looking for. Team synergy and cohesive unit. Damage here looking pretty good as well. The ADC doing her job perfectly with a quarter of the damage of the team. That is wonderful to see. 22 on mine. You can see I soaked up quite a bit of damage. The top laner is definitely doing that with the 14,000 damage taken. Same with the Seraphine there. You can tell they were doing their job. They were playing their role. They were flexing their kit. They understood competency in the cobbler's shoes. We're talking about Adam Sandler movie. Cobbler, watch that. That's a clear analogy of knowing what shoes you're playing in terms of the champion and understanding how to wear them perfectly in terms of flexing the kit. So let's go ahead and look at the runes. This is do or die. I'm running a lethal tempo. You can see I got 66 stacks, so there was value. It's so good that they've nerfed it. Triumph is still really good. Haven't been seeing too much players with that, so they buffed that. Healing received, off of kills, champion takedowns, restore health. So if you don't know that, that's a good one. Try it out. Cut down here, deal more damage to high health enemies. So if they are at a certain health threshold, you will definitely whittle them down quicker. The Legend Bloodline gives you that lifesteal, which pairs great with the Blade of the Ruin King, that first tier 3, the Bork. You should know that. If you don't, now you do. Nimbus Cloak, so when I use one of my summoner spells, I get the increased movement speed to stick with them. Movement speed wins games. You want to pay attention to that. Anyways, that's it for this video. I will include the build either at the beginning or the end. And I will see you on YouTube. Bye.